I'm so glad and happy for coming in contact with this video. Because this video, when it was sent to me, I went through the video and I decided to analyze on this video. It really makes sense. But I have a question after listening to this, listening to people in this video in the House of Assembly. I'm talking of the House of Assembly in Nigeria. Because there was a bill that was passed to you people concerning the development of Nigeria. What is necessary? And I was glad. I'm telling you, this is the first time I've ever said, let me just sit down and watch this House of Assembly. What are they really discussing? And I was glad, first of all, that it was an open meeting. It was nationally, it was a national, it was naturally broadcast, which was good, that the nation can watch. I just feel that so many people that have sat down to watch this thing, because sometimes what really causes argument in a country is if you do not sit down to watch what these people are saying. What these people are saying, so you can hold them accountability to it if it is not done. And that is why I could be able to answer the question I am answering. There are things that are stated in the House of Assembly which was so good. And I love that man that you brought out so much passion in talking about this thing. It was really good. I give you a plus for that. I give you people, both the president of the Assembly, National Assembly, and the president of the people, the senators, and as many of them who are there to discuss the matters of the day. But number one, I want to say something. The way, the passion and the way that I see you really talked about the problems that allocations are being made, that formally allocations are being made, where each state has to manage the low budget that was given to them, has to manage it, and yet it's not going far. But right now, you see the allocation that is being allocated to each government, to each state, are very handsome. It's a yummy something. And when something is a yummy something, that means it is budget, that is, it's large, it's huge. So you say it is enough to take care of each state. It is enough money to take care of the development of the country before you place of the federal capital. And you stated in that place that the problem that you find out that contractors are not being paid. People that are doing this are not being paid. So to the extent that contractors have to go and do, there was a time that they did, yes, I saw that one, they did a riot. I was asking, what protest is this? That means they have to hold the people that are supposed to be giving this money out, from the governor to whoever. They should hold them accountability on which of the state that they did not pay the contractor or did not complete. That is why projects are not being paid for, and money are being allocated to states. Money, a handful of money. That is why I said to some people there, before you begin to talk, you see, there are things that this president said. There's things that Tinubu president said. You see, at the end of the day, they applauded. There was a word that the National Assembly president said. He said in that place that the president of the country is not a hard-going person. That when they bring matter to him, he instantly has the interest of the country at hand. That is number one plus. And I know that this one that said it, a National Assembly with different parties that have successfully elected, that have successfully gotten the people into that place, because it's different parties. It's not just one party that is there. So there's what they call common agreement for the betterness of the nation, that each party cannot oppose it. This must be a common agreement. Please, we need to do it for the interest of the development of Nigeria. That's what we are saying. And I was happy when I heard that word. I was so happy because to confirm what the president has been saying, that shows the president said that word when he was addressing this problem that happened in Benue State. He said it. He said, there is nothing I will do for this nation that will make them see me good. He said, I have the interest heart of this, but there is nothing. But he said, because there is, you know that there is an opposer that are opposing whatever good thing that he has done. But yet, he said he is the president, that he learns. At least do you see that I crammed that word? That thing has sink inside of me. I've been thinking about it for long. He said he is the president, that he likes criticism. Criticism is one of his key goals. He loves it. And he will protect people that criticize him, because from criticism, he gets the truth of what is happening in the country. For a president that said criticism is good for him, he's a good president. Please, let's give that man a chance. I am begging you, but I know that some of you will come and hammer me here. Let's give that man a chance. Yeah, there are things. Do you know why? Do you know why I was saying some things about him? It's because I've never really sit down to see his statement and see a confirmation from the House of Assembly. Yeah, this is not a party that is of its own. You don't understand what I'm saying. House of Assembly is filled with different senators from different parties. The president might not be from his own party. It might not be. It might be just this is a National Assembly president. They can do something. They do things when it's above their power. That's when they go to the president, and it is left for the president to be in the same lineage with them. Some president might not be that. Tell them that please go away. I don't want to be. So what will they do? They don't have the capacity. But this one, when it's above their power, they go to the president, and the president is in line with them. Tell them, listen, anything that concerns the nation, bring it to me. Let me sort it quickly. That is a president. Remember that this man has entered the country when everything everything is scattered. This man sits in the seat where they have scattered everything. He's doing an amendment. So I think he said it is a gradual process that gradually they will get the correction of the error that have been done to Nigeria. It's a deep wound. Nigeria has gotten. Do you know how long Nigeria have been stabbed from Shagari? From Buhari. Shagari. From Shagari. Check the time of Shagari. The next one that jumped in was not a good person. Apart from the one that jumped in as the one that jumped in as a military, that was one favorable person out of the military that ruled us, was Murtala Mohammed. Can't it now? And it didn't take long. They put that one and threw him away. Nigeria came back to the one that took over, or started started again. Put Nigeria on more starving when the healing person has come for the healing. Was why we have Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Ikeja. Murtala Mohammed International Stage, National Theatre, Ipone. That I know the history of Nigeria. Those days I was the last child that enjoyed Nigeria. We saw it, that is, we don't travel. Nigeria is even, I'm telling you, Nigeria is bigger than many Europe countries. Europe come from here, different places, America. Do you know the kind of white people I see in Nigeria? I was British, Italy, every part of the world, they are in Nigeria at that time. If you go to Lagos, Lagos Island, you go to Lagos, very beautiful. The way last time I was there, we see the population that I see near the central bank. I say, Jesus, this is Mandela's is populated. But before Mandela, Lagos Island, in that side, that time there was nothing like Mandela's there. It was later than Mandela, but when Lagos Island, when this person, Fela mother, did that thing, founded that place, the first one that drove this thing that time. Those days, if you go there, if you go to the European country, you can never see crowds. Nigeria was so beautiful. Nigeria was so sweet like Tom Tom. It's so sweet. Do I know airport? Do I know where airport is? What am I going to the airport to do? Do I know airport? When the country is sweet, what are you looking? It is when Nigeria starts having suffering that Nigeria started knowing where airport is. At that time, many of us don't know where airport is. We don't know. We love our country is sweet. Very, very sweet. Everything, geisha, sardine, or macaroni, what you want to eat. What do you want to eat that you know? Morning breakfast is a too much. Let me use that English. Morning breakfast is packaging. It's like parcel. Morning breakfast is like something that came direct from heaven. It's like angel we are living in Nigeria. If you say our morning breakfast, it's not this one they're doing now. No breakfast now in Nigeria. Nigeria is hardly before you see a breakfast. Even lunch. Nigeria, they used to wait a night before they eat. Chai. Because there's no money for food. No food, nothing. No. Some 3 days, 4 days, they have not eaten. I hardly hear people talk about bread in Nigeria, talk about tea, coffee, or I'm there hardly. Before you say I want to eat breakfast, I hardly hear it. But before in Nigeria, you hear breakfast time. You see people going for breakfast, lunch, dinner. Now, before you see people, so I had during that time my father was there, they'll be talking what they will eat. You go to the report, oh mama, Nigeria, God help Nigeria. God help Nigeria. They have really punctured Nigeria. So let's get back to what. So this guy, our president, is telling us that listen, this thing has been scattered though. He's only here. It's a gradual process. Why he is, sorting the wound there like a doctor, because he's the doctor that they're using there, patching all the patchable. Gradually, he is repairing, making sure that everything, protect everything, and everything that has been left before, redo it, making gradually, bringing what? You see him traveling, bringing this thing, expert into our country, industry into our country, people to come and invest. I see to the reason what he was saying. Everybody might look at me that out of the 1% people, I'm the one that is now trying to agree to it. It's not like if he says something that is bad, I will not tantalize. I'll tantalize. I'm not the president of the country. He is the president. And definitely he is the president. No matter what you say, he sits still the president of the country until his time is over. But he has good motive based on that meeting, which I'm going to play for you people. So you people see that there are people pushing Nigeria to be good in that place. That is why it's not good for us to start insulting people like that too. Because some of them that are there will say, why these people are insulting now? But I am not part of these people now. I'm doing everything to counter, because in that very place there are people that don't want this thing to go place. There are people that want to counterize it. They are in that. They are from another party, so they want the party to be the president of the head president. They are not the head president. Party, different party, coming, being in that thing, winning senator and everything. But they have a major party who is the president, who is the one that APC or what they call them. They are the ruling party. But some parties have senators and everything that won their states. They won their own state, won for their state. Maybe their party did not win there. So those people will rule. They will rule. Some governors are not APC. They are from other party. They rule, but they are ruling because they won that very place. Anywhere they win, they take over. And they will keep opposing. But some, there are things that are not supposed. That's what the man is saying. There are things, not everything that you need to be opposed. They need to say, we have to have one head together for the betterness and for the good of the country. Look at children crying. Look at federal capital suffering. And other places suffering. Please, this meeting is good. And I would like you people to please see the end. Those people that are not paying that, those accountants, please call them to accountability. Let them bring them for questioning. Just like the way people talk. Let them come and explain why the contractors, the protectors, and people that have been placed to do the work for Nigeria, to help Nigeria to be well developed, to help Nigeria to have good health sector, to help Nigeria to have good education, payment, and everything, and people now pushing. Thank God. That is why you see the reason why I tell you to be doing it open meeting. As you did it open meeting, now people are seeing you, people say, these people are really fighting. Oh. It's not a joke. Oh. These people are fighting. It's not like they are sitting and talking. Oh. They're really just so these are people to tell you now that the accountant and those people are the people that are not paying them. Oh. They will got the money and give them because they cannot lie on the open national TV. Whatever they say is recorded nationally. So definitely the truth will be said. And I want to let you know that those people are the ones that you see that the country is not moving forward. These are the people they have just mentioned now, that it is not the cause of the president. It's not the cause of the president, because the president is there are things that are president. Oh, true. We need to be good with our president. There are things that president doesn't know. That from that meeting we know that there are things that the House of Assembly need to sort first before, if they cannot, then the president have to hear about it and take over that thing to make sure that thing is being sorted. And he might not be in agreement with them, but this man, he said he's in agreement with them all the time. So what am I saying? I'm telling you people right now that let's all hands be on deck. Nigeria will be good, but let all hands be on deck. Let us find a lasting solution to this. Let us deal with those people who are the people who are not paying contractors, who are not giving the money that is allocated to them to pay for contractors, for the betterness of for the good health, for the transportation, for everything that will make Nigeria a good place to live. And it's affecting the FTT, that even the federal capital are suffering, the children are suffering. This thing need to be sorted. Anyway, guys, I leave you because this video, I need you guys to watch it. What do you think? If you're in Nigeria here, you're not in Nigeria, you want to contribute, you can still contribute. Because this thing that is happening in our country might also be happening in other country. It's an eye-opener. Anyway, I'm your boy Jimmy White every time, bringing you update as well. I am coming with another update that you guys need to see this thing. It's a secret. Subscribe, comment, like this video, and I will see you in the next video. Let's see what happens.
With politics and 2027, maybe there's too much concentration on receiving defectors all across the country, and people are not looking at it. No, please. Mr. President, I have the floor.
You started very well, end very well.
I have the floor. I have the floor. Because the business of the Nigerian people, for which we were all elected, all of us and the President of the Federal Republic, it's not moving forward. That is the reason this motion and this bill has become necessary. Henry Siraki Dixon, Bayelsa West. As it has clearly been stated, even from this aisle, from this side, it is clear that no one in this chamber is opposed to an extension if it has become necessary, so that the machinery of government continues to run and does not grind to a halt. But clearly, nobody is satisfied about the situation that we have found ourselves in. Mr. President, I came this morning to have a conversation with the chairman of appropriation. I'm a member of that committee too. And also the chairman of finance. And if possible, to discuss this on the floor. I didn't know that this matter was slated for hearing, because we're all inundated with complaints all over. Government has grounded, that's what it means. Contractors who have done their jobs, committed their resources, cannot be paid. The benefits of the budget that we all took time to work on and passed has not gotten to the people. And guess what? We are talking of the capital component. The recurrent component, which is for the bureaucrats, it has gotten to them 100%. 100%. The component that has not been released, that is still stagnant, nothing is moving forward, is the real one that goes to the people of Nigeria for development of our country, for all the people that we represent. So it's a very sad situation. You recall that some weeks back, there was a time that contractors, out of frustration and anger, I hear even staged demonstrations. I read about it. A number of you on this floor may be familiar with that. So, Mr. President, the chairman of appropriation, unlike other motions and debates he has led, for which we have always supported, even from this aisle, in the interest of the country, today has not given compelling reasons why this extension has become necessary. And I don't want to hazard any guess, but from this aisle, you all know what is happening. Maybe there is too much preoccupation with politics and 2027. Maybe there's too much concentration on receiving defectors all across the country, and people are not looking at the... Please, Mr. President, I have the floor.
You started very well, end very well.
I have the floor. I have the floor. Because the business of the Nigerian people, for which we were all elected, all of us and the President of the Federal Republic, is not moving forward. That is the reason this motion and this bill has become necessary. But like I said, from our experiences, out of our commitment for the national good and for the development, we are not opposed in principle to the extension, as the minority leader and my colleagues here have spoken. But I associate with the need to investigate. We need to. Our committees, is it that we are not having enough money? We have withdrawn, all of us supported the withdrawal of fuel subsidy, meaning that there's even more money. All the other levels of government are getting far more money. Some of us managed recessions for 6 years. Now they are getting so much money, the state governments and the local government, which is good. So that means that money or availability of money is not the challenge. The reason the capital component of the budget has not moved forward for the benefit of Nigerians is not because there's no money. So I agree with the suggestion that we should direct the committee, our committee, as a matter of fact, both committees, led by the appropriation committee, and perhaps the committee on finance as well, to jointly within the next 1 week undertake an inquiry and report back to us why this has happened, so that we don't have this happening again. I just thought that I should
thank you very much for your contribution.
And to say that in principle,
thank you.
Even though we are not happy we are where we are, things have grounded to in the interest of the country, we need to pass this bill and allow the machinery of government to go on. But we need to investigate why we are here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Having come to the end of debate, in favor that this bill be now read second time, please say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. A bill for her to amend, the clerk of the Senate. I'll come to that. Okay.
Mr. President, distinguished senators,
to further extend the capital component of the Act from 30th June 2023 to 31st December 2025 and for other related matters 2025, second reading taken. Well, let me, before we go to the next stage of the process of the bill, you want to say something?
Yes, sir. Mr. President, the bill already. I'm going to bring a motion subsequent to the passage of the bill, which says the Committee on Appropriation and Finance should investigate the recurring dismal of non-implementation of the capital component and report back within 1 week or two. Within 1 week.
Well, thank you, Senator, for desire to make sure that we solve these problems. In any case, the Committee on Appropriations and Finance have the function already enshrined in our rules to do that. So what we are trying to do is to emphasize the need that they should do the needful and then report back to us. But excuse me, Senator Ningi, I wanted to, whether I want to say my end of remarks in respect to this, I wanted to bring forward something. Anyway, first of all, let me thank all of you for showing your passion to address this issue. This is good because it deals with our national development. It touches the roots of the development of our country. Talking about capital budget. Thank God is recurrent, I always pay to agencies, MDAs as at when due. No problem with that. Salaries are being paid and everything. But the core issue now is that of the capital. This issue was raised some time ago. And to be honest with you, the Appropriation Committee and Finance Committee went into action. They invited the minister, Appropriation Committee chairman. I'm talking about what you did. I said, you did your best. You invited the minister and all the, stakeholders in the Finance Ministry and Budget Ministry. And they sat with them, discussed with them about how to deal with the matter. In fact, they brought it to my office because the Senate President was not around then. And I want to say here that I'm really, it's commendable. What they did, is highly commendable. And as we speak, it's a work in progress. They are always with them, talking with them, and also, even at our own level, we'll be talking with the finance minister. And they've been, in fact, when he came in this morning, I had to call him and say, okay, how far? He said they are on it. So they are doing their best. I understand your feelings. I understand the fact that you have so many projects ongoing, like those roads. Like roads. So many contractors have done, the artwork, remaining, the asphalt to put asphalt, but they don't have the money to do that. And once we don't extend the budget, it means those projects will be left abandoned. They will never be executed again, which is not good. So we understand, we know that our president listens very well. But we thought the matter has not gotten to the state to meet the president. We thought it's something that could be dealt with, between the National Assembly and Finance Ministry and the Budget Office and so on and so forth. But I'm sure the chairman, maybe you can say one or two things on what you are doing. He doesn't need to say it? Okay, yeah, but he's working.
We have confidence in our chairman.
Okay.
What we want to do is formally notified of this situation, and we have become aware. We have to formally mandate them. Let everyone in Nigeria know that we in this Senate are alive to our responsibilities, and that we have mandated our committees, whom we trust, to go into this thing and report to us. I think that will be in order. Thank you. So I therefore second the motion earlier moved by Senator Ningi.
Thank you. If it means even see Mr. President, I know they'll do that because Mr. President is somebody who listens, somebody who has the passion to see that we develop our country. He's a very wonderful man. Whatever you take to him, and it's about his nation, he will go extra mile to get that done. I'm confident about that. But we felt it's something that we can deal with between us and the ministry. And we're at that level yet. If they cannot do it, then we'll move to our father, the father of the nation. And I'm sure he will listen to you and then deal with the matter. So let us now go to now the bill is now referred to the Committee of the Whole in accordance with Rule 80/1. So, Leader of the Senate.